everybody, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with our harvest attempts on these bins that were my Rubbermaids. And I put them into these mortar trays and I've been having trouble getting the worms to come out. So I actually started kind of taking some castings off the top every day, and I've lowered my level. And I also covered this middle area that I had fed with the castings, hoping that that would also encourage the worms to come in. And I added some fruit, some blueberries, and some more banana peels, hoping that that would entice the worms into this middle area here. I'm shooting my video lengthwise. Usually I do it the other way. But anyway, so I just wanted to peel this back and see if we're starting to get some worms in here. Aha. Check that out, guys. They're actually starting to move in. How exciting is that? Here's one of the banana peels. And I've got a good number on here. So I'm going to grab one of my small, I believe it's 3-gallon totes that I have, and I'm going to start pulling out some of these worms, and then we will maybe refeed this middle area. Maybe we've come up with the best way to get these worms out. Okay, so this is one of my 3-gallon totes that I used for my experimental bins. So I'm going to pull some of these worms out with the food and put them straight into this bin. Even with some of the finished castings, that's fine. It'll just be a good starter for the next bin that I use these guys in. So let's see what else we can find in here. Not a whole heck of a lot of worms, but definitely more than we have had. So, not a whole lot more in here, so I'm going to put this stuff back down. I'm going to pull up this side and see if there's anything down here. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot down here. So I'm going to blend some food today because that always tends to be successful for me. But I'm going to leave some of this shredded cardboard and all in the middle because I'm not looking to get all of that into my finished castings that I pull out. However, there's always going to be a handful of worms left, so if there's some of this cardboard, they'll end up eating through it there as well. So let's take a look at the other one and see if we can pull out a few more worms. Okay guys, so I did the same thing over here. I've been scraping some off the top and putting it into my casting collection, but I wanted to see if we are getting some worms in here as well. And I'm not seeing any super high densities, but there's a few that I can pull out here. I'm just figuring I'm going to have to take little bits at a time because this, for me right now, is just not working super quickly. So let's go all the way down here. So that's where I had some blueberries, as you can see. Ooh, my bin is sliding. There's a nice big guy. Pull him out. Aha, there's some more. So I'll just pull some of this out. Pull this guy out of here. So as I'm finding out, this process is not nearly as quick as I would have hoped, but I'm learning, and I have learned for certain that these Rubbermaids, at least in my experience so far, are really efficient, but not quite so easy to harvest. I think because the castings get a little bit wetter, it's harder to get the worms out because I can't sift. Here's a handful of guys over here. I will put them over there as well. I have a piece of burlap. There's a handful of guys hanging out in here, so I'll pull this out. And let's see if there's anything else I can pull out right now. Oh yeah, there's a decent number in this handful here. So I'll put these guys over here. Definitely thinking some blended fruit might be my best bet at this point. I've just been kind of playing this whole situation by ear, and so it hasn't been quite as quick. I had hoped to get all of these castings and worms separated, you know, a couple of weeks ago, but slow and steady is fine. I'm not planting my outdoor garden just yet. I did plant some seedlings, but I definitely want to get a good number of castings before I start my outdoor garden, so I can really treat that soil with some of these castings. We have really kind of clayish dirt around here, and so I'm thinking that the castings will be a really good amendment for that. So I'm going to cover this area back up a little bit with the castings, and later tonight I'm going to blend up some food, add that in the middle, and I'll come back with another update when we have a little bit of something to share, but at least I'm starting to pull some worms out. Slow and steady, right? Okay guys, so I'm rambling now. Drop your comments below, like this video, subscribe if you want some more content from me, and I'll bring you guys an update as soon as they start getting into this blended food, and hopefully I can continue to pull some castings out every day until I get these trays harvested completely. Have a great night.